Hello everyone, this is Wentworth8567. Last week was crazy, wasn't it? I wasn't expecting to deal with a coffee machine with an attitude. I came back to that machine later and gave it the swift kick treatment. You know what that means. Wapa! It then decided to start offering its coffee correctly at a discount. Though now I'm no longer allowed near it for some reason. This week Alright, let's get pumped up and do our bets on the first thing in the morning. How's everyone doing? Hello and good morning. I say we are in good condition. Now, who tries to share their enthusiasm with the group today? You. We're going Makoto. Makoto, you look a little different today.
本当ですか？それって毎日鏡の前で僕たちは可愛いって言い続けた成果かも。
I see. Okay, let's answer here. Well, I don't think it's blue this time because that seems a little positive. I think we should reinforce that. What do you think? I'm going to tell you this. Every time you see an exclamation mark, always pick that one. Always choose the exclamation mark. I can feel the motivation. Yeah, I can see the motivation in your face. Let's get to work in a good mood. I think it's time we set a schedule for today. We've got another week until our debut, well, our next big day, so... Oh, and by the way, here's the go home and sleep option. It officially starts appearing this week. I won't be using it, just know that it's there and it's useless. It's not useful at all. For us anyway. I'm just gonna pick our normal 2. There we go. And I accidentally do it again. And go. Now, shall I pick out a stage costume before we leave? Do we need to? No, just go with what we have. Alright, we're going to have a lesson today. Now let's work in the capital area of the home ground. So what shall we do for today's lesson? As usual... Okay, we're going to have a lesson under my guides. Let's make sure we're all in sync. So, remember last week when I mentioned that Fairplay and the others that worked on the One for All completed the One for All fan patch? I had to add something. They completed the main game. They're actually working on all the DLC now. So if you really want to play the game and experience in full, get on it. In fact, they're also still doing patch-ups if need be. So it's probably best if you want to play it and you do find something, do report it to them. But yeah, it's actually an easier way to play than this. You don't need my help, that's for sure. Well, they're almost done. I'll talk about a new topic when we get done. Almost perfect, but not quite. This time it was perfect. Let's keep going like this for the next one. Now let's work in the capital area of your home ground. So what shall we do for today's lesson? Group. Okay, we're going to have a lesson under my guys. Let's make sure we're all in sync. This is the last time we're doubling up on this, by the way. Unless we really need to for some reason. So, did you guys watch E3? I didn't really. I did leave a good bet on Twitter about this, though, that if they would have announced Idolmaster season coming over here, I would have gave you guys an Ocarina tune of Go My Way. Unfortunately, as projected as Miki looked, it's not happening. They didn't even announce anything other than one game, and I don't think they got a good response out of it. Like, really, they didn't mention anything on Tekken, they didn't mention anything on DBZ, they didn't mention anything on Idolmaster, they didn't mention anything on anything except for, like House of Ash. I don't know if anyone's excited for it, but I did notice that there was a lot of people that were like, really? So, yeah. Well, then again, I heard E3 was a bit of a letdown, but that's all what I've heard. I said I didn't watch it, so I have no opinions on it, but yeah. If you feel let down, don't worry, I think we all do. Oh well. Either way, at least we got this. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I mean, I know it seems like we're going at slow pace, but trust me, episodes are starting to speed up now. Because we're also out of the demo area. We're out of lesson mode and we're flying on our own now. But these episodes are going to get a little faster at times unless there's a huge story block. Or something big happens. So yeah, don't expect these to be 40-minute lunkers for much longer. Alright, they look like they're done. Let me go get them. And yes, I did mess it up at the end for laughs. Hey, level 5. Nice. I like it. Alright, this lesson was the best. I'm looking forward to Mikotoi's future expressiveness. I'm still looking for fan art if anybody has anything. Or design for them. Yeah, maybe one day. It's been a busy day. This week's activities are pretty much over now. Today's lesson was alright. Everyone is still the same, I guess. Let's play! Based on the details of our activities, the atmosphere of the unit has been very good lately, hasn't it? Honestly, feels like we're invincible. I'm sure you can win anything now. I know, why don't you play game rock, paper, scissors against me? Alright, I won't lose either. Okay, let's pick a rock, paper, scissors opponent and deliberately lose to give her some confidence. Again, easy pickings. Hey, Yoi, play rock, paper, scissors with me. Oh boy, if she plays Othello like this. I do have to admit that these got messed up last week and I'm sorry about that. So, bear with me. And there's rock. See, I lost after all. In other words, you're invincible right now, that's for sure.
ロデューサーの言う通りだったらすごいですよね。なんかドキドキしてきたかも。
Okay, the place is buzzing. I hope this will motivate everyone to do better. Well, I guess that's it for this week's activities.
今日のお仕事はすっごく充満してたかなって。
Work was busy? That's what I'd call fulfilling. Anyway, Yoi looks very lively today. I'd like you to ask you to continue to lead us with your natural cheerfulness.
はい、頑張ります。
You always seem to be in good spirits. I'll do my best to keep the good atmosphere going. Let's just check the fan letters and go. We got one this week, so we're gonna get a little bit more Denketsu. That's pretty good. Maybe I should say get more. Phew, finally done with work for today. I wonder what I'll do with my day off tomorrow. Oh, who's calling this hour? I wonder who it is. Oh, it's Makoto. Beep. Hello, Makoto. What can I do for you? What? Didn't you just call me? Didn't you call me just now? Yeah, I'm up, Makoto, what are you doing over there? Tomorrow? Beep, beep, beep. What the hell is that call about? I mean, before I knew it, I agreed to meet up with Makoto tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow and I have nothing special to do, so that's fine, but I'm wondering what this is about. So the next day I decided to go to a coffee shop a little before noon. Makoto, you're late. Well, I feel like it's my fault for being here before noon, but... Clang, clang. Welcome! Ah, there are 4 of you. I'll show you the seat in the back. Hi, it'll be a while before she comes. Well, then let me get some food first. Excuse me. Yes, what would you like to order? 1 spaghetti with meat sauce and 1 more coffee, please. Yes, I'll repeat your order. 1 spaghetti with meat sauce and... yes. You just showed up out of nowhere. What the hell, Makoto? Why are you? Okay, this is a surprise communication. Sometimes after an event, well, after the day's over, I could get into one of these. I was talking about these a couple episodes ago, and then look, she just does it right today. Perfect. Right now, this does count as a communication like a job, so I do want to answer appropriately, so you're canceling my order is the right answer. And yes, any of the 3 can do this. You're canceling my order? I'm starving. Oh, is it good? I don't know. Something doesn't feel right. What is it? Maidenhood? What's that? What does Maidenhood have to do with me being here? Oh, I didn't know there was such a thing as a sweets class. I mean, I didn't know that Makoto's high school was an all-girls school. Oh, I see, but the way you're talking is like I'm listening to a ball player who wants to win a high school baseball championship. Is that so? So where do I fit into all this? Oh, you mean... It seems like you were making something on the other end of the phone yesterday. Do you want me to taste the candy?
さすがプロデューサー、大正解ですよ。ということで、じゃじゃーん。今からこのお菓子を食べて率直な意見を僕にください。僕、明日の実習は真剣なんです。
I never thought it'd turn out like this. By the way, Makoto's face is really serious. But a little too forceful in many ways, it's wrong. Okay, here it goes. I'm gonna choose not to eat the candy here. That is... normally I would eat, but in this case we're definitely not because we got reasons. So, Makoto, I can't eat it after all.
なんでですか？僕、本当に明日の実習にかけてるんですよ。
Because you want to win tomorrow's practice and be recognized by everyone as a maiden, don't you?
はい、もちろんです。
But I don't think a real maiden would behave like that to the person she called. She's not going to force someone to eat sweets in a coffee shop, is she?
そうですね。昨日からの僕の行動、全然乙女じゃないかも。
I know how you really feel, but I don't think achieving your goal should become your goal. If you really want to be called maiden by everyone, you better start behaving like one, don't you think?
プロデューサー、本当にすみませんでした。僕
Mako, I think your straightforwardness is very maidenly, you know?
本当ですか？
Oh, I'm a true believer in going straight for your dreams without question. I think that's the part of a true maiden.
プロデューサー。やれ！僕、ちょっとは自分に自信がつきましたよ。
You're so simple, aren't you? I can't believe that the one who just cried now is laughing.
ああ、単純だなんてひどいですよ。僕はこれでも悩みいっぱいの乙女なんですよだ。
I guess so. Well then, maiden, would you like to go to the park with me now? Like a date?
デートって。デート？
It's not a real date, so don't worry. It's just a picnic. Don't you think that'd be fun if we both ate the sweets that you made for us? The weather's nice too.
はい。プロデューサーって結構紳士だったんですね。
A gentleman, so in other words, a maiden and a gentleman are about to have an elegant afternoon tea.
優雅なアフタヌーンティーか。それ、僕の理想の乙女な感じです。なんだか照れちゃうっていうか、明日の実習、優勝なんかしなくてもいいような気がしてきました。それじゃあ僕、先に公園に行って日当たりのいい場所確保してきますね。よーし、行くぞー。
Hey, whoa! Indeed, it's going to take some time for Makoto to become more like a maiden. But the single-mindedness, the lifelong serenity, that's the real big attraction, isn't it? I think I'm going to have an unexpected fun time off today. This week I thought I'd do a little bit of a easier closing entry, especially with all the stuff we've done so far. We never gone over the between normal and hard, did we? Well, normal and hyper. Well, to start off, hyper mode, you do need a PS3 version of the game. You can't play this in the normal version. Well, in the Xbox 360 version, which is the first version, it's just not there. Like I said, the Xbox 360 with the first version, it's already set in stuff. This is just for PS3 fans only. For normal mode, you need to get 100,000 fans for the Ultihime Uto Oji festivals, which are special festivals for area awards to appear. In hyper mode, this is increased to 150,000 fans. Trust me, there is a good reason why. Same thing for the IA award. You need 300,000 fans on normal, 500,000 fans on hyper. But to make it a little harder, your best song needs to be ranked 10 or above on normal, or 5 or above on hyper to win the IA award. Meaning your difficulty's gone up. Now, normal mode does have something that hyper mode doesn't that is actually quite hard. It's the event Vesperia. You'll hear more about it as we get closer to it, but Vesperia is a very hard festival. It's very hard. I'm not kidding. It is the hardest festival in the game if I'm not wrong. Which I could be wrong, but yeah, it's very tough. Events other than that one go up to 10 on normal mode. But hyper mode has its own thing. Ryu Komachi will appear again with a new song and costume. You can only leave lessons to the Isles after clearing hyper mode once, while in normal mode I could do it right away, even on first play. You can't leave performances to the idols in hyper mode, but you could on normal. In fact, on normal mode I could leave anything except for the Ultahime Utaoji and Vesperia Festival to the idols and let them do everything. So yeah, they've already changed that. Hyper mode's difficulty rises quickly, with high difficulty stages appearing instantly right from the start, which makes it easy to get money and fans, and maxes out at level 12. Normal maxes out at 10, so you can tell that they do get harder. Which also makes promotions and things get a lot harder as well, because you need more money. However, with more money comes more reward, as the money and fan count you acquire from doing jobs does increase, making it easier, which is why everything else is a little higher. Hyper mode does have 3 special unlocks, mostly the burger set. So if you want to get the full burger set, you gotta play on hyper. So that's just the basic changes this week. I mean, my strategy would work on either mode. It's just depending on how you play. Honestly, so I'm playing on normal because I don't feel ready for hyper on this one yet because I'm still unlocking all the stuff, and well, it's hard enough already, I'll be honest. I could go for a wild swing in either direction and really blow things up. So yeah, that's just a little bit of the hyper mode versus normal mode thing. I hope you have fun, and I'll see you on the next one. See you then.